husband locked away in chains. 15 years of struggle and pain. Kids taken away by a faceless storm. She rises up in the darkest storm. Her voice touches hearts in a broken state. Podcast waves spark their fight and fate. Brenda's strength like a blazing fire. Inspire the lost to lift their desire. Brenda's cry echoes loud and clear. A warrior's heart, no room for fear. Stand up tall, let no one bring you down. In her voice, their freedom found. Government shadows, secrets untold. Brenda's story, fierce and bold. She helps others break their chains. Together they rise from the ashes of pain. Her husband waits behind iron bars, but Brenda knows they'll reach the stars. Oh, her love unyielding, a beacon bright in the silence of the night. Brenda's cry echoes loud and clear. A warrior's heart, no room for fear. Stand up tall, let no one bring you down. In her voice, their freedom found.
In the heart of our great nation, where the strength of our communities is built upon the foundation of strong and loving families, an urgent crisis is unfolding. Child Protective Services, CPS, an institution designed to safeguard our most vulnerable, has in many cases betrayed its noble mission. Too often, families are torn apart not by neglect or abuse, but by systemic failures and corruption. We can no longer stand idly by as these injustices continue. We are here to give a voice to those who have been isolated, to shine a light on the corruption, and to rally our fellow citizens in this critical fight for justice. Every day, countless families are caught in a web of bureaucracy and abuse of power, their lives disrupted and their bonds shattered. Children, who should be nurtured and protected, are instead placed in situations that can be just as, if not more, harmful than the circumstances from which they were taken. Parents, often bewildered and powerless, face insurmountable odds as they fight to reunite with their children. This is not the America we believe in. We cannot allow these injustices to persist. Our mission is to educate, to inform, and to inspire action. We promise to bring you daily updates on CPS, exposing the truth and fighting for reform. We must remember that the future of our nation depends on the strength and unity of our families. By standing together, we can hold CPS accountable and ensure that it fulfills its true purpose, protecting children and preserving families. This is a fight we must not and will not lose. We are committed to saving our families and securing a brighter future for all. The road ahead is challenging, but with your support, we can make a difference. Together, we will bring hope to those who have lost it and ensure that justice prevails. Let us unite with unwavering resolve and a sense of patriotic duty to safeguard the integrity of our families and the future of our nation. Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division is what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks, paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just the mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.
I don't know. Sometimes I think, okay, y'all, okay, it's a busy, beautiful day. Okay, it's a beautiful day, and what's beautiful about it is just it seems like everything's coming together. Okay, with the show we got going on the 14th. I'm gonna have to keep this particular show a little bit short today, but I'm going to see you tomorrow again at 9:30 Eastern. Everybody's getting excited about this, and I think we really have a good chance of keep pushing it and following what's going on in the Trump administration. I think this is an important thing to do, is be involved as much as you can with knowing what is going on and what is being passed and what is Trump looking at, because we don't want him to forget about us, because I'm sure when they know and realize where all these monies are going to this child protection and Department of Children and Families and these programs, and you have a bunch of parents out here saying, hey, my kids are gone. Hello, and this is what happens, guys. And we got to be aware of the fact that if you have a child also with delays, that could potentially be more money for child protective services, because they're not thinking of you as a person. They're thinking of you as a number, and not only a number, but money signs is what they're thinking when they see children that have delays. And it's such a sad situation. And, you just, a lot of times, you just think about it and you get emotional. And there's a lot of people that might not want to hear these horrible things that are going on with children. But what we got to do is you just got to keep positive and keep pressing on, because you don't want to miss your chance. If there's any chance, like they say, a lot of people say, is there there's a chance in hell Okay, if there's a chance in hell, we are going to be able to look back on this and say, hey, we were there and we pushed it to the limit, pushed it, and all we do, and like Trump will say, we do things through the court, okay? We don't do things that are going to land us up in jail or anything like that. And that, again, is what's concerning. If you are dealing with a corrupt court and you have doubts about what exactly is going on with your case, you have to be the one that steps up and do the research and saying, well, it doesn't seem right to me. If you feel it in your gut, is the way I always looked at it. If it doesn't feel right in your gut, it probably is not right. And like I say, for some of us, it's been so long that we've been in it. We got to the point where we're just saying, we don't really want to see anybody else have to be involved with child protective services when it's not needed and they're not needed and they have a perfectly good family. We just want to look at the positive and say, okay, well, we're able to survive it. But we, as parents, had been through it and had the worst happen with our children, and now we don't know where they are. I think we have to look at also other avenues to say, okay, what about us? What about us? It's like that song, what about us? Anyways, there's a fly in my house. Well, how can you imagine? But in any case, that's why I say I'm putting Wendy Thomas. I'm putting her name out there because for people like some of us that are after the fact, that we didn't know what hit us when it did hit us with Child Protective Services. I've connected with about 4 different people that are in Florida where my case was, and they all had their children taken in 2016. Weird situation, if you ask me. And again, that was right before Trump got into office. So there you go. And now we have a lot of crap that happened in the last 4 years with this other administration. And there's just, they say, you're going to build a mountain. Right now, there's a whole mountain of crap. Okay, I'm going to use the word crap, which, if anybody knows me, I have a foul mouth. But God, don't get me started on that. But what I'm thinking is we're going to build a mountain. But the mountain that has built right now is a mountain of shit. And we got to get up there. And if we're not climbing that mountain of shit, we have for how many years or however many good guys have been fighting it. We've been climbing up this mountain. And sometimes we're fucking sliding back down. We're sliding down and we're fucking losing traction. But just an analogy to say, man, don't give up. And your kids, you can have those good memories and try to take those wonderful memories and those old pictures of the kids that you have, and don't hide them away. You might want to if it's making you cry a lot. I know it's different a way that some people have handling it. Some people, want to go into your video game and take it away, or however you want to just get your mind off it for a little bit, because that's going to be actually good for your mental health, better for your mental health, that you're going to want to try to do things that take your mind off that, whatever it might be. I know a lot of people with post-traumatic stress disorder and all this stuff that's going on. Believe me, I've been there. I'm in it. I've done it. And you just have to take time for your mental health, and that's very important. And I wasn't never a big fan of medicines or anything like that, but when I started having these episodes of passing out, and I'm hearing other stories of people have similar things going on, and they're getting all these tests like I did. I got all these tests, and they're hooking me up to these things on my head, on my heart. What's going on? I'm putting a tube in my ear, having these episodes over and over again. And the only thing we can relate it to is stress. And so how is this trauma-induced stress. Okay, we can't change it. We can't change what happened in the past, but we can move forward and embrace it, and just you know, you guys just like I say, it's just keeping that positive attitude, keeping your body healthy as well as your mind, because there's studies that are showing you, okay, if you want to listen to me, okay, I homeschooled 3 doctors. Okay, that's why I say I kind of have authority to tell you that walking is good for your mental health. Okay, getting out there once a day for a walk. Maybe you have some equipment, it's too cold and snowy in their house. Okay, go shovel some snow, shovel it like the old-fashioned way. You're gonna get out there and you're gonna do it. You want to say you don't feel like going over a walk, go dig y'all a garden, because that's what I've been doing. I grab my pick and my shovel and I just go at it, and I'll tell you, all my troubles go away, because all I'm thinking is you can take that however you want it. But look at this, guys. Oh shit, there's a glare. Okay, you can see this almost. Okay, see, this is little Chris, and this is a brother that tried very hard. This is long before we had any trouble with CPS. I can tell you that, because Chris, what is he, like 1.5 there, or about 2? Yeah, he's 1.5 to 2, because this is when we lived in Kentucky. Okay, we moved. That was the first time we moved south. That was to Kentucky, and for his older brother that wanted to pursue football in middle school at that time, and then go further with it. Maybe even go to the college on a scholarship, but. He wanted to be a doctor, like his 2 older brothers and sisters, and that's what he pursued instead of football. Guess what? He's not going to break his neck, thank God. Because that's scary to me. All those, you like the jiu-jitsu, and all these things. Even though sometimes people like, it's almost like an addiction with the working out, but it's good. It's good for give me liberty. Hi, Tammy. Is it Tam Mole or Tammy? This is what I want to know. Are you using a big I at the end, or is it Tammo? You gotta let me know. This is something that I lose sleep over, Tammy, or Tammo, because I don't know how to address you. Come on. All right, guys. So I went into it pretty hard and hot and heavy, because I'm gonna only have like about 15 more minutes. It's an exciting day. I got through to some people on the phone, and again, I just want to say, I don't want to be involved with any type of wars or going on with people that think they might be able to help, and people that are not sure if these are the people that you want to be involved with, because they might be, blah blah blah. Whatever anybody's got against one person, I think bring it all together, because we always got to come in as one. And I recommend for people who's been in it for a while that y'all get a hold of Wendy Thomas, and I can't stress that enough. We want to see the good things happen. If people are offering to do good things, and not these people that are going to ask you for money, guys, because that's not what it's not. We're not going to be like CPS thinking about the money. What we're thinking about is helping anybody we can with the knowledge that we've obtained. Hey, Debbie, the knowledge we unfortunately obtained through having to go through what we've been through. And it's almost like, no, I'm not a veteran of any military or of any war, but I'm a veteran of being through the CPS system and Department of Children and Families, whatever you might call it. Hey, I wonder if any of y'all out there that are in the chat, has anybody dealt with Devereaux through your case plans or anything like that? And in fact, you got to look closely at what's being filed and stuff like that, because I never realized that the partnership for what I call Partnership for Destroying Families, that's up in the Gainesville area, Department of Children and Partnership for Strong Families is what they call it, ironically. But look into if it's coming through, like they use these universities, like the University in Florida over there, actually training these people to be counselors, and their only jobs that these counselors get is through Department of Children and Families and Child Protective Services. So watch it, watch your paperwork, see. Now, when I first happened to me, I wasn't into Google this and Google that. Sorry, it was just like the last thing on my mind. But you got to figure out what, just see if they're partnered with this Devereaux, because it seems like this Devereaux is a nationwide thing that are involved with trafficking children. In my opinion, I don't have the facts completely, but I can see a pattern. Okay, I can see a pattern of abuse, and I know that there's facilities in Pennsylvania. There was people arrested for sexual and physical abuse to these children in these institutions and whatnot. And like I say, if they're partnering with people that are putting you through these programs and making these recommendations through the court, see who those people are. Google them. What's going on? Who are these people and what is their history? Because my daughter, I realized that there was the first call I got where they're asking me some little background information after the kids were taken. It was over the phone, and I didn't have anything in writing saying Devereaux this, but then I look back at my notes. That's why I say notes are important, guys. Keep a notebook. Okay, this is for this month. This is for this month. Put the year on it, because God dang it, my pile got like this and this. And if it don't have the year, like, okay, when did that happen? Because my piles and piles of notebook, which when they come in your door and raid your home after they've already taken your kids and say that there's some type of allegations that they never do prove or whatever, and they look through your they're going through your paperwork, they're going through your legal mail, is what if you were ever in jail, you would call that legal mail, and that's your stuff. They can't be going through that. And that's exactly what they keep doing to me and my family. And then they'll turn it around and say, oh, well, yeah, there was notebooks with cryptic writing. Why would they say something like that? Well, I can tell you why. It's because they're setting you up like Department of Children and Families. There will be other people setting you up for failure through Department of Justice. And that's why, thank God in heaven, that Trump is coming in there and did every freaking thing we've ever advised anybody that was in there, because we had a nonprofit agency where we did advisories about how to do things better across this nation as far as all this. You can imagine, guys, all I can do is, like I say, God bless Trump for making it happen, because we're sitting here in the sidelines crying out that, hey, we've been trying to advise these people, the FBI, to my husband always liked to go to the freaking top to say, okay, well, I have an idea, and I think if it's implemented, that things would go a lot better for this country. But no, these are the people, they're turning around saying, hey, the very thing you fought against, and fought against the police brutality and all these things, what do they call it, all the checks and balances is not balancing out. And if you point that out, oh, you're the bad guy, you're the bad guy. We're not trying to expose these terrorists. We're going to say you're one. And that's why, you guys, it gets back to, and I really don't care at this point who knows it, because this is a law enforcement sensitive fusion exchange bulletin, okay? And I can tell you, whatever state you are, if you had your child taken, I can guarantee you call your fusion exchange center and you let them know, hey, I'm not a terrorist. Okay, this is who I am. I'm a mom that's been with my husband for over 43 years. We homeschool our children, and 3 oldest are doctors that grabbed away at the top of their class. Are you going to tell me that you know what I believe when you never even talk to me? You never ask me what my beliefs are, but that's what Child Protective Services will do. They will think they could come in with their little 2 or 3 month certificate and think they know what your beliefs are. I'm sorry, it's not happening here, because I once had a lot of knowledge in order to get all these things done with the courts and be able to get my kids into college like this and pre-med and do all that. I mean, I was the one that helped them through that, right? But now and then the Child Protective Services kind of come around some years later and say that I'm unteachable. Why are you saying that? Or does it get back to something the Department of Justice is getting out to say, oh, these people are somehow twisted? Watch out for these guys. So it's going to take somebody like, hello, Trump, hello, Musk, here I am, here I'm in, I'm laying it out on the line. My family, my entire family has been locked away from me except for one son, I can tell you that. And it's the same son that was ready to take his siblings into his care. But Child Protective Services, no, we're going to traffic him out to somebody that's a stranger. And we're not going to tell you who that is. And your case is closed and it's not open. You can't know anything that's going on. Thank you guys for joining. I'm pretty excited today. I can tell you that. I'm on a roll. Because I've been sitting, like I say, sometimes you slide back down that pile of shit and you might be swallowed up in there for a little bit, maybe for a week, maybe about 3 days, and you got to pull yourself back out. And today, that's what I'm doing. I'm pulling out myself. Hey, Jonathan, I started out with a good week. My son, I'm not good at this shit, but he's saying, put these things over the steps on your freaking phone, keep track of it. And I've been filling up my little heart every day this week. And if it's either on the row machine or getting out there and just moving around, God, you guys, just stretch it out a little bit. If you're not going to exercise, stretch it. And don't be eating that crap, okay? It's killing you, okay? It'll give you diabetes and all that shit. Stay away from it. Because we got to stay healthy for the fight, y'all. Come on. Is anybody with me? That's why I say it's just, to me, it's like my life is a freaking movie. Like I always think of Truman. Like I'm gonna say, these got these fucking cameras on me all day. They're making a big show about me. This is not this show. It's some other show that none of us that had our children taken away know about. Like, but in any case, that one, the Kick-Ass 2 movie where they had Jim Carrey, right? And they had Jim Carrey in there, and he's like, okay, y'all, he's getting all these misfits together, and these little guys that think they're heroes. Oh Lord. What happened? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm messing up with my my thing here. But they knew about all these young ladies being trafficked. They knew where they were. They're going to come in and they're making a plan. They're like, everybody's got their own name. I mean, what's your superhero name? I don't know. I like I say, that's being a superhero is or watching these hero movies is another avenue of escapism. But then you get to the point where you're watching this and it's like, man, I don't know, what's that guy that played Aquaman? You know the one. Jason Momoa, he was doing a movie that was like, whoa, dude. Like, again, it's like, it's almost like Hollywood is giving little hints of this and that. Like, hey, children are being trafficked. We're going to help these children, these abused children. Well, let's do it in real life, guys. That's what I'm saying. Real life. This is real. Okay. This is not the movies. And this is what you gotta somehow relate that to the court and to the judges. Like, this is like, sometimes I think they are stuck into some type of I wouldn't call it maybe for them it is a fantasy because I mean pedophiles have fantasies, don't they, about harming and hurting children? I'm sorry to say, but man, these judges, Trump has said it all with these judges that want to block things and stop things and ignore things that they know are wrong. Okay, so it's not the judges that are, they're thinking they're like kings or something like that. Peds. Oh, okay, Mister. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I understand. Yeah, not my peer. Okay, guys, what do y'all see you gotta say? Come on, give me a break. I'm getting thirsty. I'm getting hydrated. Oh, that's the other thing. Keep hydrated, guys. God forbid. My husband, they threw him in prison. Say that this cartoon he did about pedophile judges. This cartoon. His channel is American Patriotism, and I can say he's been sitting in jail and prison for almost a year now, and they gave him the maximum amount of sentence. Why? Because this is the same Third Circuit that stole my children. It's better to make us look like the bad guys, like I say, and that way easily they can tuck away our children. And which my children aren't children; they're young adults. Let them go. I'm at the point where, God forbid, the evil that you're gonna have to face in the end when you've done these horrible things. I mean, it's not going to be good for you. And you guys are the ones, these pedophiles and these traffickers and these people that would lie in a court of law just to take and keep your children. God is in control, not Brenda or Chris Cameron. Like the judge wants to say, oh, Chris is in her head. I mean, what kind of deal nuts are we dealing with here? Somehow they get a law degree. That doesn't mean you're very smart, apparently. But, I mean, maybe you can read the books and pass the test, but man, you just ain't right. Oh, what's that? What's that beeping? I don't even know. Oh, God, you guys. I hate to tell you, God forbid, don't let Chris know. I left my water hose on all night long. Can you imagine what my water bill is going to be? I'm like, good thing it was warm over here. I don't know how the weather is for you guys over there, but it's been beautiful all this week. We've been like 60s, 70s. Yeah, you couldn't get any better temperature. I've got onions going. Again, this is another avenue I use. I love to garden. I like to grow herbs. Oh, but gosh darn it, they'll try to stop you there. And that, you guys, that was the original reason that my children got taken, was over a little bit of marijuana. And instead of arresting one or the other of me and my husband, the same sheriff that my husband was running against in 2016 decides to, take frame my husband over a little bit of weed. Which how do you do that? How does that will calculate when they put more in the mag, make it a felony, and then there's two people and a car, but even though it wasn't on either of us, my husband didn't have anything to do with it, somehow they put 30 grams in there to make it a felony, and we're both going to jail and both being charged with a felony crime. So like I say, it doesn't make sense from the beginning. They try to mess with your head to get you distracted on the real prize, which is trying to get your children back in a legal manner, exposing these crimes. And this is what we're doing. And we're going to get all our stuff to Trump. And again, please be a part of what we got going on February 14th. And if you haven't already, the email is cpsvhuntingjustice@gmail.com. If anybody ever wants to get a hold of me, I mean, you can email me, message me through Messenger. But my number, or why don't I give you my email, is Brenda Cambron, just like it's spelled. 91. My son was born in 91. My beautiful, wonderful son that is still with me. But and his birthday today, so that's why I got to move on. I got things like everybody's got a life going on. But it's BrendaCamber91@gmail.com, and I'm sorry for being like when I ended up in prison for attempting to rescue my daughter out of an abusive situation in a foster placement. Some girl called me everywhere because I would literally start a story, go around, and maybe I might tell you 3 stories within that one sentence that I started. So that's a part of everything we got going on with our mental health, and it's messing us up, guys. And we just gotta do what we can, and we're not gonna take it, and we're not gonna take it sitting down. Isn't that an expression? You're not gonna take it sitting down. We're gonna be standing up, and we're gonna be letting them know. We're gonna let administration know, and everybody that's anybody is gonna know that we are not going to take it, and we are going to do things in a legal manner through a court of law, and we're expecting that there's going to be judges within those courts that are going to do what they were elected to do, is to follow the law. Okay, who could imagine in our whole lifetime that we'd have to deal with something like this? I know a lot of y'all didn't think that you would be. I certainly didn't. I had no idea what DCF was. I thought it was somewhere you get food stamps, and if somebody was abusing their kids, that they would maybe be turned into a foster kid or something like that. No idea, no clue. And all the work we've done on violence prevention, had no idea what was going on. And there they hit us up with it. George Washington didn't want king. Yeah, isn't that funny? Because they mentioned, and generals, I can tell you this, they're not there actually doing the fighting on the front line, right? The generals are there to give the orders, okay? I'm telling you the history of my husband and his family. They fought the duration of the Revolutionary War, which makes all my kids sons and daughters of the American Revolution. And to think that something like this horrible, horrible mess that's happened could happen to sons and daughters of the American Revolution. And a lot of y'all have families out there that fought for this country. And I mean, my husband's a veteran. His dad was a veteran. I mean, he was in the Navy ships. He was in the Navy, and my husband in the Air Force. But the thing is that, let's get back to the roots of who we are. We are the government. We are America. We are what makes this country, okay? And we're not going to have anybody come in and think they can get away with this bullcrap they've been getting away with since what? Probably the 1920s or more than that. It's time. It's stopped. It's done. Okay, because it's only gotten worse. And whatever's going on, I think it has something to do with P. Diddy, and screw them too. And anybody that would harm a child, where you need to be, locked up in a jail. Okay. All right. And on that note, what is it? The cops tried to do that to me with crack. Oh, they pulled me over in the past and searched me and destroyed a saddle and showed me a bag with crack and asked me if I recognized it. Wow. And they just set you right up. And then, like I say, yeah, I smoked a little bit of weed, and they put more in the bag to make it a felony. It was in the car when they searched the car. Because the agent that they used that was into giving all these girls kicked on really bad drugs, they used this guy to frame my husband and do the sting operation. God forbid a grandma wants to get a little bit of weed for her migraine headaches. Let's take the advantage of that, and then wait till my husband gets in the car before we get arrested. And so they not only took us both to jail, they took my car too. They forfeited that. Never got my Jeep Patriot. They couldn't stand the fact that we had a Jeep Patriot. That's right, we're patriots, and we are fucking not being quiet about all this crap that's going on with these corrupt judges, law enforcement that want to wear the uniform and not do the job. Okay, that's all I'm saying. A lot of them are wearing this costume, but That's not what you were meant to do. That's not what you're in your job description, sir. Okay? Because we know our rights. And again, everybody sing it with me. We're not gonna take it. Yeah, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And on that note, guys, be there, be square, February 14th. I got to run. I got things going on. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going a mile a minute today. And see you later. I know there's another show coming up. Make sure you're there for the shows. I don't know the times. Come on, I got enough problems. That's what I try to do, send y'all invites when the show's going. And I'm Tamil, I don't even think I'm your friend on Facebook, so how can I message you? So in any case, you still didn't tell me. Is it Tammy or Tamil? All right, guys. This is Brenda Cambron. And I'm here with the CPS Punisher, and we're trying to get information out to everyone on how to protect yourself from CPS, and be there, especially Friday the 14th. Okay? Be there. I'm telling you guys, don't miss out. We're getting everybody's attention. Trump!
Brenda's sitting by the window pane, lost her husband, lost her name. Government's hands, they took her kin, but they'll never take her spirit's grin. CPS came knocking at her door, took her babies, left her sore. But Brenda's heart, it ain't for sale. She'll fight back, she will prevail. Oh, Brenda, keep on rising high through the tears, under troubled sky. Life ain't easy, the road's so rough, but love is stronger, love's enough. Empty rooms, memories linger there, echoes of laughter, whispers of care. She plants hope in each day's light. In the darkest hours, she finds her fight. Neighbors pass, they cast their glance. Whispers say she don't stand a chance. But Brenda's dreams, they never fade. In her eyes, the dawn's parade. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain.
lost her husband, lost her name. Government's hands, they took